guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, let me just address the elephant in the room. I know my nails need to be done. However, we're in the third lockdown, so no beauty parlor is open. Ha! But that's not going to stop us from cooking this amazing meal. I've got some all-purpose there, seasoning, some breadcrumbs, some parsley, fish seasoning. I've also got some lime, egg, 3-pack of pastry, some Parmesan cheese, butter, asparagus, some fresh spinach, and of course my salmon. I've cut these in nice little slices. Wonderful. And I'm just going to wash these nicely and get on with my seasoning. So just cut in a fresh lemon there, and I'm just going to squeeze that all over it and make sure that is nicely rubbed in to all of it. That's nice and washed, and I'm just going to start the seasoning process. I'm going in with all-purpose seasoning first. Some fish seasoning. And this is a whole pack, and that's perfect for the 6 slices of salmon I've got there. I've got some dried parsley as well. And I'm just gonna rub those seasoning in nicely into my salmon. Wonderful. And then I'm just gonna leave that for about 5 to 6 minutes for it to be nicely marinated into that. So that's nicely seasoned. I'm just gonna put that aside whilst I get on to my spinach. In my hot skillet here, I'm going in with some butter, and this is unsalted butter that I'm using here. I'm also going to be using 1 whole nicely chopped red onion. You can use white onion if you want, but I like to use red onion because it's sweeter and nice, much milder taste than the white onion, and that is my preference. I'm going in with my nicely fresh washed spinach, and I'm using half bag of the spinach that I had there. You can use more depending on the amount of salmon that you are doing, or if you want a lot of the salmon mixture or the spinach mixture on your salmon. Some Philadelphia, about 2 tablespoons of Philadelphia cream cheese that I'm going in there with, and I'm using the original. Again, you can use, I think they've got different options. I think they've got olive, they've got some with not olives, chives mixed in there, so you can use the different ones. I'm using the fresh original. I'm going in with some Parmesan there as well as a tablespoon of breadcrumbs. Give that a nice little mix in. And then I'm just going to set that aside until later. So here's 1 pack of my filo pastry. I'm just going to be rolling that out just to stretch it out a bit. And each of these should be able to do about 2 pieces. So I'm going to be cutting it in half, and that should be enough for 2 pieces of my salmon. So there you go. I'm cutting that in half. So there's my nice salmon on top of there, and I'm just going to be piling on that goodness that we made earlier. Wow, lovely. Yes guys, we're in the 3rd lockdown, so nails are not happening right now. All the beauty salons, they're all closed, but that's not going to stop me from bringing this amazing dish. And this is a beautiful dish for anything. I mean, Valentine's is coming up soon if you're that way inclined, and remember, we can't go to any restaurant because it's a lockdown. So of course you can cook, and even if you can go out, you can just do it at home. Beautiful for a dinner party, whatever it is that you want to do. Absolutely amazing. So use the egg washed to nicely coat that bit there, and then just wrap it over. Make sure that you secure it nicely, because this is going to rise once you put it in the oven because of the puff pastry. So I'm just using my utensil there just to create a nice seal. Wonderful. And then I've got excess on one side, so I'm going to cut that off and use my egg to make sure that stick nicely. So easy, guys, so easy. Such an easy dish to prepare. If you want to cut that excess bit off and fold it in nicely. Wonderful. Now flip it over. Yes. And just start creating some nice little slits. Not too deep. You don't want to go too deep. Yes. Beautiful. And then we're going to be egging it again one more time. And then I'm just going to sprinkle on with some black peppercorn. Now, this is completely optional, but it looks beautiful once it's nicely baked. And that's my second one I'm showing you there. And there they are. So I'm going to be putting this in my oven at 200 degrees C, and that's going to be going in for about 35 minutes. So whilst they're in the oven, I'm going to go ahead with my asparagus. So I've got a whole pack here, and I'm just going to be cutting off the end. Cut off the ends of each of these. Brilliant. So that's a nicely washed. So I haven't put any butter or any oil in my pan there, but my pan is nice and hot. But now I'm just going to add some butter on top of that, and I'm just going to allow that to melt in nicely. And now these asparagus, they're quite tender and fresh, pretty easy to cook. So grating on my Parmesan there, and just for about 2 minutes in that butter, you just want to keep turning it, making sure that it's nicely the zest of half of lemon, not the juice, just the zest, and just some black pepper there. A little bit of sea salt, and you just want to stir those, and this is ready, guys. Absolutely amazing. Smells so good. And this is finished, and there you go. So you want to start doing these asparagus maybe about 30 minutes into the dish, because you want once it comes out of the oven, there it is. Absolutely, look at that, guys. Look at that. You want, once these Salmon Wellington comes out of the oven, it's ready to serve with your nice hot asparagus. And here it is, guys. Look at this. Look at that. My salmon is beautifully done in that amazing puff pastry. This is so delectable, so tasty, smells so good. And there you have it, guys. My Salmon Wellington with my Parmesan asparagus. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. And I hope to see you in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye.